All right, let's talk about what it really takes to win at trading. And I mean, let's forget the secret indicators, the can't-lose strategies, all of that noise. Today we're going so much deeper. We're going to decode the biological blueprint that separates winning traders from, well, everyone else.
So, let's just kick things off with a hard truth, one that most struggling traders try their best to ignore. The market. It's not your biggest problem. The real chaos, the thing that's actually costing you money, it's happening inside your own head.
And let's be super clear about this. It's your internal patterns. You know, that little bit of impatience, that flash of fear, the moment your focus slips, that's what's derailing you. It's probably not your trading plan.
What this really means is that we have to stop the endless, exhausting hunt for that perfect strategy. The real battle, the one that actually matters, it isn't happening on the charts. It's being fought inside our own minds.
It's a really harsh statistic, but you hear it cited all the time. Up to 90% of retail traders fail. 90%! But you know what's fascinating? It's the why. It is almost never about the strategy they're using. The real breakdown is psychological.
And look, this isn't some personal failing. It's not about a lack of willpower. The issue is literally rooted in our biology. Trading under pressure creates something called decision fatigue, and it triggers these incredibly powerful emotional responses that are hardwired directly into our nervous system.
So what's the actual science behind all this self-sabotage? Well, it all comes down to how our brains and our bodies are fundamentally built to handle stress.
Think of your nervous system as having two basic gears. First, there's the sympathetic system. That's your fight or flight mode. It's pure reaction. It's great if you need to escape a predator, but it is absolutely terrible for trading. Then, you've got the parasympathetic system. This is your rest and digest mode. This is where you're calm, you're recovering, and you can actually think rationally. It's pretty obvious which gear you want to be in when your money is on the line.
And herein lies the problem. Most traders spend their entire session stuck in that fight or flight state. This chronic stress makes rational, disciplined execution almost impossible. It leads directly to impulsivity, to revenge trading, and to that decision fatigue we talked about, where the quality of your choices literally degrades over time.
And hey, this isn't just some theory I'm throwing at you. Researchers at MIT measured the physical reactions of traders and found this undeniable link. The more intense the emotional reaction to wins and losses, the worse the trading performance. It is a scientific fact.
Okay, so if this is a biological problem, how in the world do we solve it? How do we actually manage our nervous system to build consistency? The solution isn't more willpower. It's a structured, three-part daily routine.
It all begins before the market even opens. And listen, this isn't just a to-do list, it's a ritual designed to totally reset your mind. It starts with some mental clearing. Then you scan for any major news or changes in market conditions. You form a really simple one-sentence bias for the day, and, most importantly, you review your pre-trade checklist. This whole process prepares you to trade with clarity, not with emotion.
Now, while you're trading, your job is simple. Observe and execute. You are not there to react to every single candle. You wait for your specific trigger, you document every single decision, and you use what's called a 2-minute rule to stop yourself from overthinking. But here's the key. The moment you feel anxious or frustrated or greedy, you stop. Your number one job is to protect your emotional and mental energy.
And this, right here, this is where the real growth happens. It's not during the session, it's after. You write a one-sentence summary of your day, you grade your behavior, you attach screenshots and notes to your trades, and you plan tomorrow in one simple line. This is the engine of progress.
This is such a crucial shift in thinking. Top performers don't obsess over their profit and loss at the end of the day. No, they grade their adherence to their process, their patience, their discipline, their emotional control. They know that if the behavior is consistent, the results will eventually have to follow.
So all of this structure isn't just about avoiding mistakes. It's about building towards the ultimate goal for any elite performer, which is getting into a flow state.
See, the routine itself isn't just a list of tasks. It's the mechanism that creates the biological conditions for this flow state. This is that feeling of being in the zone, where elite execution just feels effortless. And it's achieved when there is a perfect balance. Just enough sympathetic arousal for sharp focus, but enough parasympathetic calm to stay relaxed and totally rational.
Think about it this way. An elite race car driver can't perform at their peak on a chaotic, unpredictable road that's filled with potholes, right? Your routine is the smooth, structured road that allows your strategy and your psychology to function at their absolute highest level.
And this brings us to the final, and honestly, the most powerful, reframe on what all of this really means for you and your performance.
This is probably the most critical takeaway from this entire explainer. We all think that discipline creates routine, but it's actually the opposite. The routine creates the discipline. You don't have to find some magical source of willpower first. You just build a simple routine, you commit to it, and that routine, repeated day after day, is what builds the discipline for you.
So the goal here isn't to become some robot who just follows rules. Not at all. The goal is to use the routine to actually transform your identity. You are building the daily rhythm of a consistently profitable trader, and in doing so, you actually become one.
So I'll leave you with this one question to really reflect on. Your routine is so much more than what you do. It's a declaration of who you are becoming. The small, systematic actions you take today, they are what will define the trader you are tomorrow. So, who do you want to become?